So are there any draftees that you were looking or excited to see in the draft?
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome to our coverage of the NBA All-Star Game with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan.
And guys, this really sets up to be an incredible night in terms of excitement from the coaches to the players to us here in the booth. I mean, this is such a fantastic event to be a part of.
Guys, it really is the greatest all-star game in all of sports, in my opinion. We have the best players in the NBA at the peak of their powers. I mean, I can't wait to see what this year's game has in store for us.
Now a look at the West All-Stars starting lineup. They've got Curry. LeBron James is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Jokic in at the 5 spot.
And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on all over the place.
And, Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all of sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I got a chance to chat a little bit with Frank Vogel. He was looking over the lineups and he said, I've never seen such even matchups all my life. The talent on both sides is just insane. I asked him if he had a game plan for tonight, and he told me, thought about it, have some ideas, but that's not what this is about. It's a showcase for the best of the best, guys.
Thanks so much, David. And here is Curry. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go. Pass to Doncic. Off target with his 3.
I love this event so much because it combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in.
Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Doncic feeling it out. Giannis outside. No good again that time. Quick start here for the East All-Stars in this one. Tatum kicks to Beal. And finished off by Beal.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
West All-Stars still look like they're getting going. 7-point differential. Doncic outside. Jokic hands it from downtown.
Jokic not lacking for confidence at all there. The defense thought they could relax with him way out there. Think again.
Now, here is Irving. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And that one, no good to start him off on the night. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. New players in now for the East. .27 seconds left in the first quarter. Lillard attacking, and Lillard throws it down.
Oh, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets, using that astounding speed to blaze past the defenders.
And Harden launches it from deep, trains the three-pointer.
And no one's going to ever claim that the All-Star Weekend is about defense, and we got a taste of that right there.
Keeps it alive.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. East All-Stars lead by 3. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. Welcome back for the second quarter of the main event of All-Star Weekend.
And guys, we've already seen some unbelievable action here tonight.
And there will be plenty more to come. We know that. All-star action never disappoints.
You're a little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
We've got Harden. Randall out there with Zach LaVine. Then there's Williamson. And it's Conley in at the 1. So that's who the East All-Stars start the second with. The East All-Stars shooting their first free throws of the game. That free throw good from Randall.
You know, it takes young guys a little while to figure it out, and after 4 up-and-down seasons with the Lakers, Julius Randle joined New Orleans in 2018, busted out for over 20 points per game with the Pelicans.
Both free throws good from Randall. Here's George. To the middle. And Gobert kicks to George. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line.
I like how George looks for contact. He kind of seeks it out. He doesn't back away from the hard physical contact. He knows he's going to get a chance to get to the line when he does take the contact.
That free throw good from George. Makes it, and the next one could tie it up.
And, you know, the versatile George does so many things well. High-octane player who I think gives you intensity at both ends of the court. Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Inside, Randall. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Randall's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Lillard against Conley. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
I know we never see a lot of defense in these games, but tonight we're not seeing any.
Simply call it a free-for-all. I mean, you want the guys to have fun out there, but it would be nice to see some effort put into the defensive end of the floor.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Conley against Lillard. Conley gets the bucket.
And as usual, neither team really grinding too hard at the defensive end.
And I think that's okay in this event. I mean, I say the more highlights, the better.
Now, here is George. We've got 1:08 left now here in the second. Here's Sabonis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Can't afford to be too handsy with Sabonis. He's very good at forcing the issue and getting these calls.
So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Jokic has checked in for Gobert. Simmons comes in for George. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Paul's subbed in for Lillard. Now, here is Irving. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
Outstanding body control there by Kyrie. I mean, he continues to score on tough defense, and it never fails to amaze me how he's able to do that so often.
On the wing, Doncic. Covered by Mitchell. Jokic. Here's Sabonis. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Irving surveying the floor. Pass to Leonard. Back to Irving. Passes to Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Vucevic. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. 17 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And it's Doncic missing. Here's the break. Here's Leonard. West All-Stars with the rebound. Paul right side over Irving. And Paul with the basket on the assist by Simmons. Paul's got the lead up to 4 now for the West All-Stars. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the West All-Stars up 4. And join us right back here after the break for the...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome to an amazing first half of basketball. And it looks like we've got a game on our hands that will catch. And that wraps up the halftime show, third quarter.
And it's time to strap in as we get set to bring you the explosive action of the second half of the All-Star game.
And that first half was terrific. I'll bet anything, though, the second has even more in store for us.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I think it's going to be a spectacular final 2 quarters.
Checking out the group for Frank Vogel to start the second half. LeBron James is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then there's Doncic. And it's Jokic in at the 5, roaming the paint. Lets it fly from 18. It's hauled in by the East All-Stars. Embiid's got 4 rebounds in this game. And that one's good. Beal.
You know, for a big guy, Joel Embiid's floor awareness is pretty impressive. He does a pretty good job of finding open guys.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
What a family of shooters the Currys are. Dell, Seth, Steph, they can all shoot the lights out, but if they have a family three-point contest, I think I'd have to go with this man here. I think I'm going with Steph.
Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Tatum. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the West All-Stars. There's a minute 47 left here in the third quarter.
Well, you look at Doncic, so confident, even from this area. He knows he can make it happen.
Here's Leonard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. The East All-Stars have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
You know, there are differing opinions as to who the best defensive player in the league is, but no matter what, Kawhi is always in the discussion.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Jokic. Paul George comes in for James. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Doncic. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Curry. Gobert the pass to George. And so it looks like it'll be still with the West All-Stars. Both teams will make substitutions.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget. Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Levine. And the West All-Stars have possession. Sabonis, the lead pass was put in just the right spot. Sabonis has got 6 points.
The hard way there, guys. Sabonis, a tough player, does not shy away from contact.
Harden up top. He's covered by Brown. Here's Williamson. That shot off. The West All-Stars will go the other way with it. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Lillard from outside. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. The East All-Stars on offense. Conley finds Levine. Back to Conley. Outside Levine. Harden against Brown. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. He's got 5.
Harden is known for his creativity. Can't lose him in the screen and roll, or he'll take you to school.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. West All-Stars lead by 1. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Well, we're back on a night that's always a highlight of any NBA season. We're live from the All-Star game.
And, you know, you always look forward to this game, and this one certainly has lived up to the billing so far.
There is not another show in sports quite like the NBA All-Star game, is there?
They've got Vucevic, Harden out there with Mitchell. Then it's Zach LaVine, and it's Randall in at the 4 slot. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars. Here's Paul, and that one is good.
You cannot underestimate Chris Paul's ability to finish through contact just because he's small. I mean, he's as tough as they come.
Brown against Harden. And there's the pass to Mitchell. And here's Harden. Here's LaVine. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And bringing the fight there. LaVine, fearless, creating contact for the potential +1.
A big group substitution here for the East. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Vucevic. Tatum comes in for Julius Randle. Leonard, he's checked in for James Harden. And Irving subbed in for Mitchell. Here's Jokic. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Jokic has got it all tied up now for the West All-Star.
Yeah, Curry is so impressive. His peripheral vision is what makes him unique, in addition to his ball handling skills. He does a nice job setting up his teammates and knows how to get them the ball when they're open.
Embiid, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
Kicks it out to Leonard. Oh, Tatum in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And Tatum has been in these situations before. He's reliable when it comes to stepping up in big moments.
Curry looking it over. Pass to Jokic. Over Tatum. Jokic, no good. LaVine against Doncic. And the jam by LaVine.
Tell you what, we've got a game. I like that LaVine's rising to the challenge as things get tight.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the West All-Star. Trailing by 2. No good from outside.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
Irving passes to Tatum. It's thrown by to Kumbo. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
James Harden, he's checked in for LaVine. Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars. They're trailing by 2. 40 seconds left in the 4th. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Joel Embiid.
And he's up over 50% from the field here tonight. And that speaks to how solid his shot selection has been. Nothing forced and really no bad decisions. Just good, smart, offensive basketball.
Good on the shot.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And the East All-Stars call time here. The score knotted at 39. 35 seconds left in the game. 35 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Conley with it. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, you look at Mike Conley. He's been around a long time, folks, double-digit years. Does a little bit of everything out there, and outstanding, not only in the locker room, but also in the community, too. Just 5-star in every way.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 2-point ball game.
This is what makes him special, his ability to come through in these spots.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. They're behind by 2. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Conley against Curry. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Yes! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
Man, the attitude of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. Really what you want to see in your team's best player. He's a guy that doesn't back down when the game gets tight and things are on the line.
Timeout called, East All-Stars. The score is tied at 41. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now Harden. Oh, Vucevic in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And Vucevic is really good about playing nerveless basketball. In other words, he's not going to let it.
He made it. He caught it.
Big time.
Wow.
Gets the big-time shot to fall, folks, and now we're headed to OT.
Cold-blooded make, that was, plain and simple.
And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And we welcome you back. The biggest stars of the league are putting on a show here at the All-Star Game.
And we're seeing some world-class basketball being played here tonight.
That's exactly what you'd expect coming from the absolute greatest players on the planet.
Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. On the court for the West All-Stars, Antetokounmpo is out there with LeBron James. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then it's Curry. And it's Jokic in at the center. Doncic finds Antetokounmpo. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it fly. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Jokic has got the first basket here in overtime for the West All-Star. Beal taking his time here. Irving against Curry. Irving's shot is good.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an All-Star Game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star week.
Curry passes to Jokic. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Jokic has got 4 this quarter.
When it's an important possession, Jokic steps up big.
And stolen by LeBron. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Can't cash in from close range. Oh, Tatum in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And, you know, if you throw it up, Tatum will go get it now. He's a really good athlete. You can't let him roam free like that.
Now here's Curry. From deep. And Joel Embiid pulls it down.
And Tatum continues to evolve before our eyes, showing excellent leadership by knocking down these clutch shots.
Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars. They trail by 2. 41 seconds left to play in the first overtime. Beal against Doncic. And that one, good.
Doncic not afraid of the moment, actually embraces the spotlight. This guy steps up big when needed most.
Irving finds Tatum. Curry with the steal. It's in!
No question about it. Curry is on fire right now.
And it's Irving with the ball for the East All-Stars. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Outside Leonard. Good! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
Boy, it's a scary sight when Kawhi Leonard starts lighting it up like this.
And Frank Vogel wants a timeout. And so here are the West All-Stars. Curry fires from way outside. The three won't fall. Giannis on the follow.
Really, you know what? Trying to keep Antetokounmpo off the glass, that's a tough assignment because he's long and he can leap.
Timeout called, East All-Stars. They're down by 2. 3 seconds left in overtime. Curry with the steal, and now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Do it. It's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Unflappable. This guy relishes being the man to put the game away.
And the East All-Stars call time here. They're trailing by 4. 1 second left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, it's going to take a miracle for them here, or actually a miracle three-pointer and a foul. This one's over.
Do not expect anything less from Irving. A clutch performer. He loves knocking down the big shots.
So a close game sees the West All-Stars taking this one.
And it's impossible to know what's going to happen in these games. The talent on both sides is always so strong. But tonight, the West seemed a little more comfortable playing together as a unit, and that's what earned them the win.
You mentioned that all broadcast long, and sure enough, it came to fruition. That brings us to the conclusion of our All-Star coverage. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan wishing you all